So there were some individuals that had never really seen your shadow side, and I feel like a series of events happened that led them to see this aspect of you, and it's really triggered them to retreat in some way. These were individuals that were comfortable in their comfort zones, that were clinging to some sort of reality or aspect of you. And you really showed them that you're not the one to be played with because you caused some sort of change in their life that they didn't anticipate. With this alchemy and spiritual guides, you received messages and downloads from your spirit guides that showed you what was going on in this scenario, and you maneuvered through it beautifully. And with alchemy, it's almost like you transmuted that hate, that gossip, that drama, and you used it as a way to help your life elevate. And this is a talent that you have. Your talent is to be able to transmute negativity, bad energy that's sent to you, and use it towards yourself to help you grow. I feel like books could be something that would help you at this current time, and you just have a vast amount of knowledge. And sometimes you just need a reminder through books. And the partnerships that you build usually end up being successful. And you are somebody that just exudes power and leadership. And I feel like this is why sometimes women or men will target you, or sometimes people will start to attack you in a group setting because they know that they cannot handle you on their own. And it seems like they can't handle you while the energy is teamed up, all of them all together with one person, because you will fight off anyone that comes in and trying to intrude on your territory, your boundaries. Because one thing about you is your boundaries are very strong. You tend to also fight for what it is that you love, or fight for the things that are important to you. And most people don't know that about you. And because you're so kind and accepting, they think that maybe you may be the type of person that they should target, and someone that they can keep in this state of like not knowing what's going to happen, or like in a stalemate is what I'm seeing. People like to cause conflict and drama in other people's lives, and they inevitably make their way onto you, thinking they can do the same thing, not knowing that they have just met their match, because it is showing that you are the great soul, which means there's so many variations to you, and you know who you are. You remember all the lifetimes that you've been in. You remember remnants of it on an unconscious level, you do. And I feel like a lot of people know that you have a lot to give. They know that you have a lot to offer as well. And some people try to come for your crown. They try to come for who you are as an essence, or they get triggered just by your aura, by who you are as an individual. And it's almost like they remember this through a past life of how strong and admirable you are. You attract people that you cause change into their life because no one else can do it but you. These are like very toxic people that do like to accumulate and form groups to kind of like antagonize individuals, and then they meet someone like you who puts an end to those type of habits. With habits, you put an end to major habits with people, especially when it comes to like ignorance and really skewed perceptions. You change people's perceptions, especially with an individual that thinks that they can play with you, or that you won't retaliate. They quickly learn that that is simply an assumption, and it's not actually true, and that you are somebody that does have capabilities to be able to bring manifestations into their life. Because I feel like there's someone that really tried to harm you, maybe a multitude of people, and you kind of manifested something negative happening to them, or them being wounded in some way. And so they don't know if it's like spell work that you sent, or what's going on, or why is it that right after they try to attack you, their life just kind of goes towards a downturn. And you even do this on a subconscious level, where your boundaries are so high, where anyone that tries to comfort you, anyone that tries to attack your livelihood, your happiness, your joy, your peace, your family, your children, they get caught in this web, and they get put in their place in a way. With the King of Wands, this is someone who's very much so focused, driven, someone who is standing strong, someone who believes in themselves, someone who will accomplish things, and a person that's heavily protected. And this is what is different about you. And this is what individuals that are comfortable where they are, they meet someone like you, and you kind of put them back on path.